Okay, good morning, everyone. So we've been killing it, and we're gonna continue doing so. Feeling a little bit under the weather, but anyway, so a couple of things happening today. It has to do with all the cloud space news that's going on. So Datadog reported their earnings, and they're doing very well. So they're up around 20% because of the increased guidance and the massive earnings beat here, right? So because of this push here, it's causing all stocks in the cloud space to move higher as well, right? We've been seeing Snow get beat up yesterday, but now start to make a nice comeback along with MDB and so forth, okay? So we have Microsoft calls, okay? Now, the reason why we got these Microsoft calls, as many of you guys know, is because we've seen a trend as Microsoft as per our model numbers. So remember these charts here, our levels doesn't have to do with just by looking at a chart. It has to do with our inflection level. So we did this over the weekend, and we discussed that Microsoft above 355 can start to go. Okay, so while other stocks were weak, we noticed how Microsoft was, pretty much holding this level one bullish, which was a primary reason why we got it in the first place. Okay, so we seen that we waited for the premiums to go to the low of the day when the 10-year yield was surging yesterday. Okay, so now that Microsoft is above 355 here, it is up pre-market here, looking pretty good, and now the snow news is going to propel it as well too. There was the Chat GBT conference that was happening yesterday, and when I was using Chat GBT earlier today, I noticed that it seems like they're putting more restriction on paid users because there's a usage amount that you're limited to now, which is kind of interesting to see because they never had that before, right? So now paid users, they may have to pay additional for that, right? And Microsoft's $10 billion investment in ChatGPT is actually worth around 80 billion according to some reports here. Okay, so they're making a lot of money off the overall Chat GPT. So what we're looking for today in terms of the level is our level 2 bullish inflection point, which confirms the trend is 364. Okay, now if Microsoft hits 364, our 360 calls, they're probably going to be worth $5 to $6 since we still got an entire week. So I'll definitely take that because we bought them at 1.7, and we've seen a surge happen near close yesterday. Okay, so just watch that for now. And other things you want to look for too that can move as a result. So anytime you see cloud stocks move, there is a correlation between cloud stocks and AI stocks such as Nvidia and so forth. So pretty much reason why cloud stocks are doing very well has to do with the growth in AI. Okay, because AI needs memory, it needs computing power, CPU, which is NVIDIA, and it needs memory. Okay, so those three components: memory, cloud space, and CPU is primarily the three elements when it comes with AI stocks, and those companies all tend to move together as a result. Okay, so definitely important to watch that moving forward. Okay, now we have NVIDIA leaps only because we do know that earnings are coming up, and pretty much we've seen that it was going to move stable. The entire time the 500 call.
How?
Watch to see if sorry guys. Okay, so watch to see if we can see NVIDIA break above 463 here today. Okay, because if NVIDIA starts to break above 463, it can really start to move higher today. Okay, so that's what we're going to be watching for now. And if it does get through here, then it's 471, and we can start to see the market surge here. Okay, so for now, the leaps are looking good, and the premiums are going to start to get really expensive. So don't be surprised to see that the NVIDIA premiums are going to be worth around 600 like the premiums for earnings in the 600 range are going to be very expensive, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay. Other things that you want to keep in mind is that Berkshire Hathaway is also looking to broaden their portfolio with AI stocks. Okay, so this down the line could lead to a significant rally in the overall space. So watch to see that happen today as well. LRCX, they have an investor conference happening today. I didn't want to take any calls off that because the 370 calls are pretty expensive going for one, and that's our estimated weekly high range. So as a result, I didn't want to take that play for now. I know some of you guys did, risking it as a lotto. You guys got it for like, I think 70 cents, under a dollar. But I wasn't a fan of that right now. It's really hard to get through 645, which is near the 200-day MAS per model. So pretty much that aligns with our inflection point here. So just watch to see if overall semiconductors rise. We already have NVIDIA, so if LRCX does well, it's likely to see NVIDIA move higher as well moving forward. UPST has earnings today, so watch this for now. Not really interested in playing that, but I'll definitely just watch it right now because, like I mentioned in the beginning of the week here, there's a lot of earnings that are pretty much lucrative, and they can go up 20-30% because, these stocks are more volatile and more higher risk. So keep an eye for that, and let's see how they look overall today. Okay. Now for SPX here, so the model number has been given here. So if we go back to our SPX play here, pretty much market futures have been ranging between 43.62 and 43.49. So strong support at level 1 bearishes, which is at 43.50, and we got level 2 at 43.35, followed by 43.73 is going to be that tough inflection point and break. Okay. Now, if we get above 43.73, which was near yesterday's high, along with 43.80, then it's very likely we're going to see 4,400, which is over here. Okay, so that's a premium of study for both the puts and the calls that we're looking at, 43.30 versus the 4,400 there. Okay, so that's also a resistance level. So watch to see if we get above the 43.73 and so forth. I do like the 4,400 calls for tomorrow. And one important thing about tomorrow is the bond auction. So make sure that you guys pay attention to that. And with the bond auction, there's also the Fed Powell speaking, and we have a bunch of other Fed members speaking as well. So we got Waller speaking at around 10 o'clock. So just keep an eye on that for now. Okay. I am leaning more towards the bullish side here, and based on what I see here is that 43.40 seems like it's going to be a very tough level to crack, and it seems like the low probability for now. We're likely to see SPX hit 4,400 today. Okay, so very possible. Watch to see if that happens for now, because the gamma probability is leaning more towards that upside. Right now, the 4,400 call for tomorrow is pretty cheap and looks pretty interesting. Last time I checked, they were like around $1. So right now they're going for around $2. Okay, so if you could get the 4,400 call for tomorrow at around $1, it may be a nice play and a nice move. But I'll probably get closer to the money on that. Okay, so anyways, that's all I have for you guys right now. Hope you guys enjoy the call. Thanks for tuning in, and see you guys in the chat. Let's get the money.